Hi and welcome. In today's brief video, I would like to show you how you can annotate presentations and use a virtual whiteboard during your online classes. My colleagues have already talked about using Wacom tablets for this purpose. I want to show you how to do this with an Apple iPad. So I'm having an iPad Air here, which is the lowest cost iPad version that you can buy, and the Apple Pen. The iPad costs about $329 if you buy it from Apple, the pen $99. This is the first generation pen. They make a nicer one now, but the first generation pen is, of course, sufficient. So the first thing that you want to do, and I did this ahead of time, is you do want to charge the pen in the iPad for a little bit of time. 5 to 10 minutes is perfectly sufficient to have the pen available for your session. But don't forget to charge your pen because these things do run out of battery. And then we put on, of course, the end cap, otherwise it's easy to lose. Now, on the iPad, you have two options to do your presentations. And one would be just a plain whiteboard, so a whiteboard with no other features. And the other one is to use a presentation, to use a PowerPoint and make annotations on the PowerPoint. So depending what your presentation style is, if you are making whiteboard annotations or if you're annotating presentations, one or the other may be better for you. As you can see, I'm using Zoom. So in Zoom, to use an iPad, what you have to do is you need a lightning connector, this cable that you use to charge your iPad, and you need to plug that into your computer. And the other end of the lightning connector, we connect to the iPad itself. Now, this is possible to do via AirPlay. I have not tried this. I do trust my wired connections a little more, but I just want to point out that it may be possible to do this wirelessly as well. So in Zoom, now we're going to share, and we're going to pick as a share option iPhone, iPad via cable, which is here. And when I click share now, it will take a second for the screen to refresh, and then it's going to show me the iPad screen on the desktop. Here it is. So this is my iPad screen. I can scroll around. You can see all the apps that I've installed on the iPad. And the default app for using the pen is Notes. So you can go to the Notes app. In the Notes app itself, in the bottom right corner, there's a pencil symbol. So that brings up different writing implements, and then you can simply write on the screen. So hello, this is the Notes app. And this is great just for using the iPad for a virtual whiteboard if you need to draw graphs with various annotations. If you want to highlight certain areas, you can change colors. You can use a highlighter. This gives you all these features, and of course there is an eraser that we can use to clear out part of the screen that we are not going to use. So this is a note, and this note stays around. You can just scroll up and open a new page, make more notes. So let's go back to the pen. This would be my page 2. And when we're done with that, we scroll up and we write on our page 3. And all these pages are available to be shared with the students later on. So it's a whiteboard that you can save as a PDF, for instance. So this is a style that some of you may be very familiar with. Now, some others might want to use the iPad to work on PowerPoint slides. So you have PowerPoint slides and you want to use your pen to highlight certain aspects of the presentation. That is also possible. So I'm going to exit this Notes application and I'm going to open up Microsoft PowerPoint. So PowerPoint is available as an iPad application, just like Apple Keynote if you're a Keynote user. So in PowerPoint, I have this presentation that I made some annotations on, but I'm going to show to you how we did this. Let me exit out of this screen. Let's discard this. So one of the issues that you will have is, how do I get my presentations from my computer onto my iPad? And what you need to do is you basically need to save them in the cloud. You need to save them on OneDrive, Dropbox, or Box, so that you have a cloud storage location from where you can retrieve this presentation. There may be other ways how you can transfer your presentations to the iPad, but I found using OneDrive or Dropbox works really well for me. So I have these presentations here, presentation and presentation 1. I'm just going to pick presentation. This is a very simple presentation here. On the top right-hand side, I have the presentation button. I'm going to hit this, and that means the slide will go full screen. Now I have my pen, and I can make annotations on this presentation just like I normally would. And if I want to make changes in the top corner here, I can make adjustments to my pen color. I can make adjustments as to what kind of pen I need. And then I can highlight on screen, or I can write on screen. Let's use a different color. This is blue. And as you exit your presentation, then PowerPoint is going to ask you whether you want to keep your ink annotations or not. Let's keep them for now. And they will now be saved with the presentation. So if you open this presentation back on your computer, despite the news that pop in, if you open this presentation again, then these ink annotations will be saved on the presentation. If you think these are temporary and you don't want to keep them, then we're going to use them. We're going to save the presentation without these annotations. I hope this was helpful for you, and I'll see you soon. Thank you.